afternoon, YouTube. Just figured I'd do a quick video. This is the shop where I work. This is the back side of the shop. We have some inventory and there's an office up front there by the exit sign, right the hell up there, for my boss. But this is the back of the shop where we manufacture or fabricate all of our ductwork and everything. So figured I'd just give you a quick lowdown for whatever reason, but this way you guys can see. This is the table where we do all of our layout. We have our metal racks underneath here, which is accessible from the other side, but the truck's in the way. So, but we got our drills and miscellaneous tools and hammers and whatnot. Over here, we have our finger brake where we can adjust each one of these things to actually be able to bend in between whatever size we need. We have a pretty decent sized spot welder over here, which after Hurricane Sandy has gone kaput. So we've got that spot welder over there that we use now. This is just a little handbrake, our 3-foot roller. This is our one lock former machine, so we can make our own slip seams or S-cleats, drive cleats. We can bend flanges. We can do stuff for tap-on caps. We've got another roller over here, which is motorized for the heavier stainless steel projects and things that we do. This is our notcher for notching out clinch collars. Got an 8-foot brake here for bending up whatever we need. Some stock of some drive cleats. We have our pneumatic shear. It is an 18 gauge capacity, so it's run off the air compressor, hence pneumatic, I guess. Quick little story. Apparently, this was in a warehouse somewhere, some way. We got a hold of it after the military used it for one project. They cut a couple pieces of metal on it, supposedly for the atomic bomb. Who really knows? Anyway, this is our other lock former. This is where we do our Pittsburgh seams for the end of the ductwork. The other side, we can just do some other little odds and ends. The other machine in the back is a snap lock machine, so if somebody needs ductwork KD or knockdown, you know, they can knock it together. This is just some big old ductwork that we put together for somebody. We have our acoustical liner for lining ductwork. We've got our bubble wrap. There's some wire mesh back there. An 8-foot brake, 10-foot brake over here for bending up some bigger pieces. We do some custom aluminum capping and things like that. We've got an 8-foot jump shear here. That's the other side of our layout bench. Back behind the truck here, we have another rack full of metal. That's the heavier gauge stuff. So anything 22 gauge, 20 gauge, 18, things like that. We've got our aluminum stock over here. Our wire wheel and grinding wheel. That's my truck because I'm taking the work truck home because I need to go out first thing in the morning. This is where we do all our soldering. We have our big hood up here, but this is where we do our soldering for anything that needs to be watertight. We solder all our joints. So we've got our soldering iron there, just off of a B tank. So quite a few B tanks, and got some big oxyacetylene tanks for doing oxyacetylene welding, doing brazing, anything that needs to be done there. We have this machine back here, which is a nice old reclaimer / recycling machine for refrigerant that can be cleaned. Big exhaust fan. Anybody wants it, you can buy it. We don't need it. I don't know where we got it. That's our MIG, TIG, and stick welder. The high frequency machines back there for the TIG. That is a heat exchanger off of a on-demand water heater, which took a crap. All the electronics in it took a crap after Sandy, so I had taken it out of a unit and going to adapt it to actually a propane stove for camping, so we have actually hot water. Over here we have our furnace that does the back of the shop. It's an old, I say old, but not that old Lennox Pulse furnace. So none of the guys up here like them. The warranty they had in the back, well, that's our big bandsaw too. So this is my area. It's all my parts, extra reclaimers, old reclaimers, and PVC, some extra tools. All my stock parts are all back over there. So I have to restock my truck. Once I do that, I'll do a truck video. All old thermostat wire, communication wire, super old tools, toolboxes. This company has been in business since 1947. This edition went on in the 80s. This section here went on, I believe, in the 60s. It used to only go from there forward. It was an old Esso gas station, and in the back they made copper gutters and leaders and everything, and they started doing other stuff. So that's been that. This is our circle cutter, so you can put a square piece of metal in there and turn it out, and it'll become a circle for doing end caps or whatever on round duct. This is an inside circle cutter, so you can actually cut out a ring, you know, so you can make things like that for shanty caps or storm collars, anything like that. We have an old Whitney punch. We have an old shear, you know, hand shear. Our cash register is in there. Our refrigerator used to be stocked with beer, not anymore. So that's basically it. Our phone, our photos on the wall. But figured I'd give you guys a quick heads up, and when I'm not out in the field, I'm stuck in here doing odds and ends. So, all right, I will catch you guys on the next one.